Hello and welcome to the first and what will hopefully be a long line of movie and video game reviews here at Nerd Doc. We kick things off with a review of Edge of Tomorrow starring Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. Edge of Tomorrow is a movie that has a little bit of everything. There's plenty of sci-fi action, a fair amount of comedy, and even a touch of romance. The trailers of this movie didn't really seem to offer anything overly enticing. It looked kind of like Groundhog Day mixed with a futuristic alien invasion. Very little of the humor and character of the movie is portrayed in the trailers, and that was probably a poor choice by Warner Brothers, as it really didn't make me want to see the movie all that much. But poor marketing aside, we already know this movie is a lot like Groundhog Day. While that's not a bad thing, it's also not the only similarity you'll find throughout Edge of Tomorrow. See these exosuits? Do they remind you of any other recent sci-fi movies? How about those alien invaders? It's almost as if director Doug Liman and his team simply asked Warner Brothers if the CG models for the Matrix enemies were available to use. A quick copy and paste, and there you go. Joking aside, just like Groundhog Day before it, this is a movie with a lot of personality. Tom Cruise is great as Cage, and Emily Blunt is equally impressive as war hero Rita. But Bill Paxton really delivers one of his most convincing performances since Big Love. As Master Sergeant Farrell, Paxton's role isn't huge, but it is entertaining as his interactions with Cage offer some great scenes.
Can I help you, sir?
What day is it?
For you, Judgment Day. You just came in with the fresh recruits.
For the hardcore action fan, there's an intense and gritty war going on between the humans and the alien invaders. Things are not going well, and the main battle scene that's repeated over and over definitely paints a grim picture for humanity's future. There's a very good balance of desolation and humor. You'll see people die over and over again, but this isn't Saving Private Ryan. It's dark and defeating, but then a touch of humor picks things up and keeps the movie from being too serious. While there's an underlying romance going on between Cage and Rita, it's not a primary component in the movie. The romance is there, and clear as day as the film moves on, but it's not at all overbearing or forced. This is a science fiction action movie that's improved by the inclusion of supplementary bits of romance and humor, but not enough to take away from the core. In a movie like this, the ending is very important. Okay, Tom Cruise is repeating the same day over and over in order to defeat the aliens. So how do the filmmakers bring this movie to a close without making it super cliche? Without offering up any spoilers, the ending is fairly solid and doesn't take away from the overall quality of the movie. With a little something for everyone, this Nerd Doc gives Edge of Tomorrow a solid 4 stars.